6 months. That is all we've got left in 2025, and if you've been drifting, this is your wake-up call. You don't get another June 2025. The year is halfway over, and let's be real, were you just trying to be intentional with it, or were you just trying to survive? This isn't your judgment, this is your check-in, dear viewer. This is your halftime. God says the second wind is holy in this second half of the year, and God is the businessman when it comes to comebacks, and maybe so are you. Be honest, how many times did you say, I'll start tomorrow, I'll fix it next week, I'll get serious when I feel ready? Now here we are, half the year gone, and why do you still keep asking God, why do I still feel anxious? God, why hasn't the goal been achieved yet that I wanted to achieve? God, why is it that I can't do the things that I wanted to do in the first place? Because drifting feels peaceful until you realise you've gone nowhere. You don't have a laziness problem, it's more of a spiritual fraction problem that separates you from God. And the thing is with that is that when you ignore what God is trying to give you, the heavier things will be for you in the long run. And yes, the enemy wants you distracted. Yes, the enemy wants you in the same cycle, but the truth is found in comfort. And if the devil can keep you numb, then you don't even have to do anything in the first place, because you will be the one destroying yourself. And you don't even step into the battle in the first place. This is why in Romans 13:11 it says, the hour has already come to wake you up from your slumber. This verse isn't just poetic, it's prophetic. It is a message deeply rooted in what God is trying to give you in the first place. So wake up. Wake up from the fact that you think you'll have more time. Wake up from the idea that you can delay it just a little bit longer. Wake up from having the thought that you don't need to do it now and that you can suppress it. But you can't, because you can do it right now. Because salvation, breakthrough, and purpose, it's now closer than ever before. Whoa, you enjoying this video? Well, come along, follow in this journey, and I'll see you guys for the next videos. I've got some bangers coming, so if you really like these videos, please, I'd really enjoy it if you'd comment, and let's make the biggest family on YouTube. June isn't just another month, this is the checkpoint of 2025. You might not have owned January to May, but you can own July all the way up until December and make this lifestyle change that will change you and develop you in the best way possible here on out. You've been praying for a shift, but maybe this video is that shift. Maybe this is where the moment, and this is the moment where you say, I will not let it change the second half of my year. There's something God has put inside of you that you haven't even touched yet, and you know it. The idea that you've been holding back on, the thing that tells you to push it to tomorrow, the things that tells you to talk yourself out of it. So what if that is the thing that God is telling you to move on from? Don't bury yourself in the gifts that you have with excuses. It even says in Galatians 6:9, do not be weary in doing the good, for at the proper time we will reap a beautiful harvest if we do not give up. Your harvest is still possible, but you have to move, you have to show up, and you have to lock in. God isn't waiting for you to feel motivated, He's waiting for your obedience, and all it takes is just one single step. Don't fall for the lie by the devil that told you that it was too late. Don't fall for the devil's tricks to say that your window, it was already closed. That's a complete lie and false doctrine that's being set up here for the devil to leave you into that trap in the first place. And God knows all this already, because God doesn't live inside a calendar like we do. So make it count. Let this be the half of the year that breaks those bad habits, that makes you deepen your faith with Christ even more than it is now. that makes you realize that you can build, heal, forgive, love, cherish those around you, and help and support. Even if it's going bad for you right now, you still have the opportunities to help people around you, and maybe that will help you help yourself, because at the end of the day, we're all on here on planet Earth to help each other, and that's all that God wants for us. He doesn't want us arguing, he doesn't want us being non-faithful to his word. He just wants us to love each other and support each other with everything that we've got in mind, heart and soul. This is your moment. Not January, not 2026, right now. Jesus is in the big 25. Are you? Because 6 months has passed, but 6 months can be built by God in more time than you could possibly have ever built in 6 years, 6 decades. So don't wait now. God is there, right in your right hand, to help you at this very, very moment in your time. Don't wait on it. Let it happen right now. And the instructions that sometimes God does give doesn't always come in with a huge bang of fireworks. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's simple. Sometimes it's all that you need to get through to that one step that God is trying to help you with to take you to that next level. Maybe that voice can just be as simple as telling you to start. That clear up voice in your head that wants you to clean your room, maybe. That voice in your head that tells you to just go for it. Just recognize that you can do it now and that nothing is stopping you. That discomfort when you waste another day, every day, that is the sign. Don't ignore that nudge just because it's not a loud miracle. God whispers to those that he loves, and when it's time to grow and make that move, don't stay small. I get it. Growth, it's uncomfortable. You're fighting bad habits. You're breaking distractions. You're getting through stuff you've never even tried before. But it's that what if. It is that what if. What if it is possible? What if I can actually pull this thing off? What if this is what I was meant to do? That's why it's hard. Hard doesn't mean it's impossible. Pressure doesn't mean that it's the punishment. Pressure means purpose. It means God is building something out of you. He's building purpose. And God's not gonna let you waste your life floating through another year. David was a mess before he became a king. Moses was stuttering before he split the sea. And Paul was a murderer before he wrote the New Testament. So what's your excuse? What's the lie that is truly making you believe that you're not ready? This year, you make the room for discipline, the room for peace, the room for a calling, and the room for the better relationship that God truly wants with you. The world is chaotic, but your spirit doesn't have to be, and that culture is loud. Our culture nowadays is so loud, but God's whisper still cuts through it. The second half of 2025, it doesn't live where your distractions are, it lives where your devotion is.